My name is Steve Coughlin. I'm an assistant professor of freshwater fisheries ecology at the University of Maine in the Department of Wildlife Ecology. I've been a faculty member there for, this is my 4th year now. I became involved with the Penobscot River Restoration Project a few years ago, sort of in the planning stages for some of the boat electrofishing, and my crew and I have actually taken over the electrofishing responsibilities within the last year. So the idea is to characterize the fish community in the river, all the way from sort of up in the middle reaches, all the way down to the lower reaches that are tidally influenced, and to quantify characteristics of the fish community, number of species present, relative abundance, and document that along the river. And that will be baseline information with which we'll use to compare the fish community during and after the removal of Great Works Dam and Veazey Dam. So we have a couple of electrofishing boats that we acquired with funds from the Penobscot River Restoration Trust. We have a large 17.5 footer that's useful in the main stem river, and we have a smaller inflatable raft that we use on the tribs. So basically we send our crews out in the boats, and they're electrofishing boats. We have a generator and anodes and cathodes that hang into the water. By running the generator and turning on the inverter, basically create an electrical field in the water, and any fish that happen to be within that field basically are forced to swim towards the field. We have netters in the bow of the boat that scoop up the fish, keep them alive well till we're done. We do transects along the river that have been established as long-term monitoring study sites, and also random transects on the river. So we count all of our fish, identify species, we weigh and measure them, and we do this twice a year, once during the early summer, coinciding with influx of sea-run fishes like alewife, American shad, sea lamprey. So we're collecting both adults of the migratory fish and also whatever resident fish happen to be there. We also time our sampling during the late summer, early fall of the year to coincide with lower water levels and also out-migrating juveniles of those sea-run fish, alewife, American shad, river herring. River Restoration Project, at least our part in it, involves work on both the main stem river and also in the tributaries. So the tributaries, especially the lower tributaries, we expect to see the most drastic changes the most quickly. They'll be the first sites that sea-run fishes recolonize, the alewife, the rainbow smelt, and sea lamprey. They're closest to the ocean, so we expect the effects of the marine-derived nutrients and energy to be felt first there. So we have our sampling design targeted so that we're assessing fish community responses in some of these smaller and middle-sized tributaries just above head of tide and all the way up into just below the east and the west branch confluence of the Penobscot. So we expect to see sea-run fish like alewife and sea lamprey make their way up probably pretty quickly after the dam at Veazey and Great Works are removed. So historically, sea-run fish has ranged very far inland, up to thousands of kilometers inland, and of course all that spawning habitat has been fragmented and basically disconnected from the main stem river and from spawning runs for hundreds of years now. So we hope that these fish, especially Atlantic salmon, but also alewife, will start making their way up into the headwaters once these dams come out and once fish passage is restored. So really they're dependent upon having an intact, connected ecosystem that functions historically for their restoration. These fishes are the first to decline when you install dams in the river. It fragments habitat, but we think that they should respond very quickly once you take these dams out and restore connectivity, once they're able to access their historic spawning ground.